Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to the Poke Resort. We had a brand new trailer showing off the new evolutions to the starter Pokemon. So you guys can watch that first, then come back to this channel because we're doing in-depth analysis regarding the new starters and all the information that we got from the new trailer. So here we have the starter Pokemon evolved. As you guys can see, they're looking kind of good. I mean, I'd say they're looking amazing if it wasn't for this thing over here. I don't care, all you Popplio lovers. I don't understand it at all. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it. So I'm just gonna move on from there. I'm just gonna do my favorite guy, who just basically is just reassuring me that I know I'm making the right decision for the starter, and that is Litten's evolution called Torracat. Now it is still a fire type, and its weight, it got pretty heavy, 55 pounds. Not too bad for a cat. So I mean, if you just look at the design, it just looks a lot bigger of Litten. Doesn't seem too much of a design change, but just is a bigger and stronger one. If you notice one thing, it's a little bell right below its head, but we'll read out more information to it what exactly that is. So, the bell-like object attached to the base of Torracat's neck is a flame sac, an organ that can produce flames. Torracat's emotions cause a rise in the organ's temperature, and when the organ spits flames, it rings with the high, clear sound of a bell. Torracat attacks using the flames emitted from this bell. So this is exactly where all of its energy basically is channeled to produce fire. So one thing to note here is we're also going to go over the starter evolution, the final starter evolutions, just because they've pretty much been leaked and confirmed after these characters. Because, well, after I go through actually, you know what, I'm just going to do them all one at a time. So if you look at here, Torracat compared to the final evolution, they both emit power from his bell, I guess, and then from the evolution's belts. So it's just kind of interesting that they're both they have the same designs. If you look at this character's back compared to the evolution of it, they're very, very similar. So they're pretty much a lock that we are going to get this for the evolution. The biggest thing that I believe is giving it away is the power where it's emitted. It's emitted from the bell, and then it moves to the belt. So it is just kind of seems to fit very well. So more information on this is Torracat's mane serves as an excellent sensory organ, and it can sense what's going around it even in the dark. It can also detect the presence of hidden enemies. So it's kind of like a cat. Cat's nocturnal, so it makes total sense they'll be able to observe things around it. So it has great love for battle and will attack so relentlessly that its opponents will lose the will to fight. Yeah, that's exactly my type of Pokemon. Just the relentless, just brute strength Pokemon. And yet it sometimes behaves like a spoiled child in front of trainers or Pokemon with whom it has built a relationship of trust. So just that it gets a little personal vibe to it, so it just lets out a little bit of emotion when it's comfortable around you. There's nothing wrong with that. I like this guy. I hate cats, but I love tigers. I mean, it's completely different. Like, I'm never going to own a cat. I'm also never going to own a tiger, but I love the look of a tiger, and cats, I don't know. They're just not out. I'm a dog person, so. The cat punch that this Pokemon can dish out with its strong forelegs is extremely powerful. It can bend iron bars and knock out large men with a single blow. So, here we go. Just a beastly Pokemon. So, now we can go to, who should we do next? Let's go back to the Pokemon. Let's go over my second favorite, and that is Rowlet's evolution called, I'm trying to remember what it is, Dartrix. So it's still a grass flying, Blade Quill Pokemon, very original considering we just saw, I believe that was last generation where we had Quilladin, a Quill Pokemon. So I don't know why you have two back-to-back Quill Pokemons, but whatever. This thing's going to look like a beast when it evolves anyways, because we're going to go over the leaked information of the final starter to this guy. So, Dartrix is extremely sensitive to other presences in the area and can detect opponents behind it and throw feathers to strike them without even seeing them. So this guy is just, he's got an eye lock basically on him, so it's like a sniper from afar. This Pokemon conceals sharp-bladed feathers inside its wings, showing astounding precision as it sends them flying in attack. Now, here's the starter evolution, and read the description. It literally, that's it. It's confirmed. This is literally what that Pokemon's going to become. It's just basically enhancing its power when it evolves. So, and it goes beyond propelling its blade quills in simple straight lines. It can even bend these feathers to change their trajectories. This literally is a bow and arrow Pokemon that's on its way to becoming that. So, revealing a certain snobbiness in its personality, Dartrix cares a great deal about its appearance, grooming its feathers in every spare moment. In truth, it's also a bit of a bird brain, with a tendency to bundle things up. Once it makes a mistake, it sometimes gets into a desperate struggle to gloss over the situation, ends up making a bigger mess than ever. So just a little ditzy Pokemon, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like skillful, but I also like playful at the same time, and that's basically what we get from Dartrix. So at times, this Pokemon feels so bothered by its dirty or ruffled feathers that it can't focus on battle. When it loses its focus, it sometimes even retires from the battle on the spot. Really? Don't give up like that. It's up to each trainer to help Dartrix overcome this troublesome stage. If this Pokemon is with a trainer who helps it through, its strength will hugely grow. So one thing that I picked up on are these Pokemon, it's all about the bond between you and the trainer. Kind of like it was with Kalos, but it's always saying like right at the very end where it's almost like hinting as if something else is going to happen to Pokemon once you get that bond completely through. Now we did not have Mega Evolutions to the starters though in Kalos. I'm not saying we're going to get Mega Evolutions here, but we may get something more specific, maybe like a specific Z move, which makes a lot of sense, to your starter Pokemon, or maybe a different form. So here you have this mess of a Pokemon Brion. I don't get it. I don't like it. If you guys like it, explain to me, because I don't get it at all. This just seems like a very feminine character, and I don't know, I like more of the masculine characters. I mean, I'm a guy, so I mean, it only makes sense, but I just don't see any appeal in this character. Even if I was a girl, I just don't feel like I would like this design very much. I mean, it has pigtails or something like that. I mean, it makes total sense because we have the final evolution, which is literally a mermaid. So, a seal mermaid, whatever you want to call it, a pop star Pokemon. So it's literally one of those characters that you'd see on stage. So, this Pokemon Brion learns its dances by imitating the other members of its colony. It sometimes even learns dances from humans. This Pokemon is a hard worker and pours itself into its efforts until it has memorized each dance. As it dances, Brion creates a balloon after balloon. In battle, it first sends its opponents into disarray with its dancing, and then slaps its balloons into its target, causing the balloons to explode and deal damage. Brion can dance in a perfect time with others, even if they have only just met. On Moonlit nights, you can sometimes see things of Brion dancing as one in perfect fluidity. Brion always acts cheery and positive, even when it's feeling sad. This Pokemon doesn't allow its sorrow to show. It's said that Brion will only reveal its sad expression to a Pokemon or trainer to whom it has opened its heart completely. So there is a bond that we've gotten at the end of each description with these Pokemon. So maybe not only will it have its own Z move, but when it uses its Z move, it'll be able to take form into a new Pokemon, which is what brings me to the next guy, and that is Ash Greninja. And Ash Greninja has been brought to the video games, which makes zero sense to me because I thought the video games and the anime were complete separate universes. So this totally changes my entire aspect on Pokemon, where we may see like characters from the video games, like such as like Red or something, encountering Ash. Like that would be amazing to see. So it's just one thing to note, because I don't think we've ever had really any anime references in the video games. Normally we get video game references in the anime, so we've never had a reverse. So this is very interesting. Like, I want to know how this all works out, and why do we own Ash Greninja? What happened to Ash and Greninja that they no longer are on the same team anymore? I mean, I feel like if we were going to get an evolution, be more of resembling our character, our customizable character. So I really don't understand this that much. But so it has a new ability, which is Battle Bond, which basically allows it to transition into Ash Greninja. So no more protein Greninjas. We basically are just going to have a new form Greninja that just might be extra powerful and super fast. So the description for this is Ash Greninja has powered up thanks to the strength of its bonds with Ash. I don't know why. Wouldn't it be strong bonds with us? But I don't get it. So this is the form Greninja takes when it has gained a new power due to the miraculous occurrence known as Bond Phenomenon. This can be brought on by bonds between people and Pokemon. It seems that it is only known to have occurred once several hundred years ago. So I don't get it. Ash Greninja's leg strength has been enhanced compared to an ordinary Greninja, making it difficult to see because of the speed at which it can move. It takes its enemies out in a flash. It becomes able to make giant water shurikens on its back and throw them in rapid succession. So maybe we'll have a signature move that is new to Greninja, which is like a super shuriken. So I mean, we have seen the anime, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it introduced into the video games. Greninja can become Ash Greninja. Greninja that can become Ash Greninja have an ability that no other Pokemon has before, called Battle Bond. Battle Bond, it triggers the Pokemon's form change. So, and it happens after you faint a Pokemon. So, I mean, we've had like power-ups when you fainted a Pokemon. Is it Moxie? Something like that. I'm not super into battling. You guys know what it is. But yeah, so that's basically how it's going to work. So you might want to faint Pokemon fast, because I do not know the power that will be coming to Ash Greninja once it makes that form change. Which, by the way, that form change, that was beautiful. I loved seeing that. I wish every Pokemon had a awesome form change like that. That'd be really cool. So we can now go to the cool features. So some things I'm not going to get super in depth into it. I'm going to get into specific features, such as more, I believe with the global link, this is all about the online battling. So the biggest thing that I want to get to are the new battle rules, and that is, here we go. So we have the new rules for the championship battles. So double battle format is limited to Pokemon that appear in the Alola region Pokédex, excluding some legendary mythical Pokemon. So we are only able to get it, use those Pokemon in the Alola Dex, and we can no longer use Mega Stones. So it's all about Z moves and Alola forms in Sun and Moon, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So only Pokemon that can be obtained in Pokemon Sun and Moon may be entered. So you gotta catch the Pokemon there, raise it, get those EVs, IVs all the way up to battle it. So what other information is important, because there actually is a lot of information. One big thing here I noticed is, you know how we had the battle box in X and Y, but now we have basically 6 of them, and it's amazing. So this is one thing that I love to see added in the games, and it has done that. So because I just got sick of always changing my boxes with my new teams. I just like to have my team set and just choose which one I want to use. Kind of like how it is on Showdown. They literally took this feature from Showdown and added it to the game, which is a great thing. So you can have maximum up to 6 teams, and the same Pokemon can be registered to several battle teams simultaneously. So they can be more than one team. You like this Pokemon a lot, it can be on more than one team. You don't have to keep changing it up. So this is an amazing time saver feature that I'm absolutely loving. I know Pokemon's kind of been doing that a lot more, where making things a little bit easier for you to battle, just as far as the setup. So cool thing, global missions, that will basically, let me see that. Oh yeah, that's in the Festival Plaza. So I actually want to go to the Festival Plaza next, and we can get into more information there, because that's basically where it's all explained a little bit better. So, Mega Evolution, it's back. It is back, 100% back, but I don't believe it's back until the post-game. So we do have Dexio from X and Y giving you some Mega Stones, so as you can see here, but you're also able to earn them through battle points. So probably that sounds like post-game to me. I only have seen battle points after you've beaten the game, so it would make sense that you'd use different features, or the features that are currently in Sun and Moon, to be able to beat the game instead of having past features from other games. So totally makes sense that they have Alacazites and all those different Mega Stones after you beat the game rather than during it, because, I mean, hey, enjoy the new game, enjoy the new features there. So, yeah, that's basically what we got there. What is Mega Evolution? I'm pretty sure we all know what Mega Evolution is. And if you don't know, you're probably 7 years old and you probably can't even read what they're saying anyways, so I don't even know why they have that. So here you have for the demo. You will be getting Ash Greninja in the demo. I forgot to mention that. It releases on October 18th, so it's actually coming up pretty soon. And think in a couple weeks. I actually think we're getting more information on Sun and Moon before this even comes out. I believe that we're getting more information on the 14th of October, so stay tuned for that. Now, there really isn't information regarding what we're going to be doing in the demo, other than the demo has been announced. 2 ways to download: Nintendo homepage, eShop. I recommend eShop. And that's about it for that. So we don't need to get too in-depth information. So let's see what we have next. So here we have Island Hop. This is actually a pretty cool feature, just for the fact that you can get a lot of cool stuff from it. It's basically putting Pokemon in the box, where it just gets a little bit more realistic feel, like when you see in the anime when Ash drops his Pokemon off at Oak's lab. You get to see his Pokemon running around and kind of playing and interacting with other Pokemon. In the video games, we basically it's all in one box entirely. So one cool thing here is that you're able to collect items, and it has a little bit of mini games in there. So it's a cool little feature where you can earn a few things, such as if we go down here, you can earn Float Stone, Moonstone, Leaf Stone, Thunderstone. New feature or a new item is an Ice Stone. I believe it's the replacement for the Firestone for Vulpix, because it needs a stone to evolve, so we need an Ice Stone to replace the Firestone, which is what we were given. I could also see it being used on Eevee for to become Glaceon and stuff like that, so I believe it's a lot easier than finding some stupid rock in the middle of the game to evolve it, so makes it a lot easier that way. So that's basically, oh, I forgot to mention, you're also able to go to different islands. So I believe the more you play this game, the more different isles you can go to. So as you guys can see here, all the different places that you can end up. And another cool thing is that wild Pokemon do show up in there. So that's kind of an interesting to note. I mean, nothing too crazy, but it's cool that other Pokemon do interact with yours while you're in there. So I believe we have one more feature to get to. try to keep these videos a little bit fast because we have a lot of information, and I know no one's gonna want to sit through like a 20-some minute video, so I'm gonna try to keep it around 15. So here we have the coolest feature I believe that has been announced, and that's the Festival Plaza. So in Pokemon Sun and Moon, communication features such as battling, trading, and are all gathered in the Festival Plaza. This is a place where the festivities never stop as Pokemon trainers from around the world get to meet and mingle. So it basically sounds like an MMO in the game. So I'm not sure how specifically you're into it, but you're basically able to get the trainers, I believe, QR code, and you'll be able to interact with the other trainers in those games. So you're also able to do some cool kind of like mini games or little missions that you're able to do there, and get some new stuff. So as you guys can see here, you get Rare Kitchen, Team Yellow, General Store. So I believe you might be able to get your own kind of like secret base, not so much secret, maybe your own little area that you're able to customize and make it your own. So I think that is an awesome feature to have, and you're also able to show it off to other players online. So that's really cool, just so more customizability in the game, which is great to see. So we get to see Softcle's in this as well, where I believe he owns it. Yeah, he owns the whole Festival Plaza. So maybe he's just a smart dude, decided to come up with that. Pretty cool to me. So you're able to connect with other players, as we already know. So if I view the gallery, simple stuff like that. Nothing too in-depth here, but one thing cool here is with the festival coins, where you're able to earn coins and be able to use them to, like, such as change your outfit, stuff like that, but change the color. So hey, if you like this style, but if you just want a different color, you're able to do that here. So if we view the gallery, we're able to see all the different things that you can get here. So I believe, so rare value product, it contains 1 ppm. Alright, so maybe you'll get a different unusual power product that you're able to get once in a while. So here you're able to do the dye to change your characters' outfits. And I believe, do we have anything where it shows the different color outfits? I know it did in the trailer, so you guys will just have to go back to the trailer and see the different things there. But yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Got a lot of information done in as little time as I could, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and definitely like this video as well. Have a good one, guys, and I'm out.